Welcome back, product enthusiast, to another sizzling episode of Product Bakar. I am your host Rishi, and today we are going to tackling a topic that's often discussed, sometimes debated, but always crucial for any product manager or founder that for that matter, and that is product road mapping. Think of it as your GPS for the product journey. So let's kick things off with absolute basics. What exactly is a product roadmap? In its essence, a product roadmap is a high level strategic document that outlines the vision, the direction, and the planned evolution of a product over the period of time. It's not a static to do list, but rather a dynamic communication tool that articulates where you are going and why. It typically includes themes, initiatives, and sometimes features, but always with a focus on solving the user problems and achieving the business goals. Now, you can't talk about roadmaps without immediately connecting with the product strategy, which we discussed in episode 8, which was the previous episode. They are like two sides of the same coin. Product strategy defines what you want to achieve and why, your vision, your target users, your competitive advantage. The product roadmap, on the other hand, shows how you plan to execute that strategy. It's a tangible manifestation of your strategic intent. A well defined strategy gives your product roadmap a purpose and direction, ensuring that every item on that contributes to a larger objective. Without a clear strategy, your roadmap risks becoming a random collection of features, which you would never want. To make this concrete, let's think about some products we all use daily. Imagine their roadmaps. And we are just going to go on a very high level just to understand this concept of roadmap. So first product is Microsoft Excel. Their roadmap wouldn't just a list for adding new formulas. It would likely to focus on themes like enhanced data analysis for enterprise users, leading to initiatives like AI-powered data insights, improved collaboration feature for large data sets, or integration with new cloud services. Another example we can take is Adobe Photoshop. Their roadmap might prioritize streamlined workflow for creative professionals. This could translate into features like one-click background removal powered by machine learning, deeper integration with Adobe Stock and other creative cloud apps, or performance enhancement for higher resolution images. Another example could be the app which we use daily, which is Gmail. Their roadmap could revolve around smarter communication and productivity. This could include initiatives like advanced email categorization and summarization, integrate task management and calendar features, or enhance security and privacy controls. Notice how these are broad themes and not just tiny bug fixes. So, if you're a product manager, what should you really focus on while building a product roadmap? And my advice would be start with why. Before you even think about what, understand the problem you are trying to solve, what the user needs, and the business objectives. Focus on outcomes and not just outputs. Instead of listing feature X, articulate the outcome you expect. Increase the user engagement by 15%, or reduce customer support calls for feature Y. Prioritize ruthlessly. You can't do everything. So use framework like RICE, Moscow, or simply use common sense to decide what truly matters and aligns with your strategy. Communicate, communicate, and communicate. Your product roadmap is a communication tool. Share it with stakeholders, get their buy ins, and iterate based on feedback. And here the transparency is key. And very important, be flexible. The world changes, market evolves, and the new information emerges. Your roadmap shouldn't be set in stone. Be ready to adapt and pivot when necessary. So, if I have to summarize what you should focus as a product manager or founder, is like start with why, focus on outcomes, prioritize ruthlessly, communicate, and be flexible. So let's move on to the brighter side. What are the undeniable benefits of having a product roadmap? And there are many, but I would like to list down few. It aligns stakeholders. Everyone from engineering to sales understands the product direction, and they understand which direction we are heading into. So it aligns all the stakeholders, provides strategic clarity. It keeps the team focused on big picture and long term goals. It facilitates prioritization, helps in making informed decision about what to build next, which is really important when you're caught in a rut. Manages expectation. So sets realistic timelines and deliverables for internal and external parties. It enhances communication. Roadmap is a visual tool that makes a complex plan very easy to digest. And very important thing, boosts team morale. When teams understand why behind their work, they're more motivated, they're more focused, they're productive. And over the period of time, I've seen this. If they know what to build, they'll be very super enthusiastic about building something. So, if I had to summarize the benefits, it aligns stakeholders, it provides strategic clarity, it facilitates prioritization, manages expectation, enhances communication, and boosts the team morale. But like anything, roadmaps aren't without their pitfalls. What are the disadvantages or potential downsides of having a product roadmap? It can create a false sense of certainty. Markets are dynamic. A rigid roadmap can lead to missed opportunities or building a wrong thing because it was planned way earlier. Risk of feature factory mentality. If not focused on outcomes, it can become a checklist of features without a very clear value. So you have to be very careful about this. Can be misinterpreted as commitments. So stakeholders might view every item as a guaranteed delivery, leading to a frustration if the plan changes. And this is very tricky. So while creating roadmap, you have to be very vigilant and be very vocal about this may change, and you have to adapt according to that. Another downside I may think of is time consuming to maintain. A good roadmap requires a regular review and update, which can be a very resource intensive process. So it takes time for sure, and it can limit innovation. If the roadmap is too prescriptive, it might stifle creative solutions from the development team. So if I have to summarize the downsides of roadmap, those are it can create false sense of certainty, risk of a feature factory mentality, can be misinterpreted as a commitment, and it's a time consuming activity and may limit innovation. So you as a product manager, you have to really think of these parameters while creating a roadmap. It's not like you cannot overcome this, but if you have this in your mind, you can definitely plan and have the clear communication while creating a roadmap. And finally, for you all founders out there, if you're creating roadmap for a new product idea, there are some unique considerations I would recommend. First is validate your assumptions extensively. Before you build anything, validate the core problem and your proposed solution with potential users. Your initial roadmap will be heavily hypothesis driven. Second, focus on the MVP. Your first roadmap should be laser focused on building the minimum viable product that delivers core value and allows the rapid learning. Don't try to build the Taj Mahal from day one. Third, embrace agility and the short iterations. For a new product, things will change rapidly. Your roadmap should reflect these with shorter planning horizons and a frequent feedback loops. Prioritize learning. Each item on your roadmap should aim to validate a key assumption or learn something crucial about your users or the market. And very last and fifth thing is like be prepared to pivot. And this I've seen historically, and this is really important. Be prepared to pivot or perish. Your initial roadmap for new product is living document. Don't be afraid to scrape it and start fresh if your assumptions are proven wrong, or over the period of time you understand you have new data sets, the market change, the situation change. Just don't be afraid to change your roadmap. Scrape it, start fresh. So those are the things I would recommend while you building a new product idea. And yes, folks, there you have it. A deep dive, or I would say a quick touch base into the world of product road mapping. It's a powerful tool when used correctly, aligning your vision with the execution and keeping your product right on track. Remember, a product roadmap isn't about predicting the future. It's about making the informed decisions for the successful product journey. So that's all for this episode of Product Bakar. If you found this helpful, please share it with your product management friends. Until next time, keep making those amazing products. Thank you.